Alright guys, welcome back. And in this particular video, we are going to continue with creating the homepage template for an e-commerce website. And this one is going to be regarded as the part 2 of this particular video, of which you know that the previous video we did was tagged as part 1 of this video because I don't want it to be too long. That is why I have to split it into 2 or 3 parts. So if you have not watched the previous video, then I suggest you go back and watch that video so that you will know where we stopped. And that place we stopped is this particular place I am here now. And this is where we are going to continue in this part 2 of this video. So with that being said, once you are here, then what we are going to do now is that we are going to come down here and click on this add section icon. Now I am going to select the double column section. So now next thing you're going to do is to come here on the content width and make it full width. Perfect. So now hover your mouse on the first column of this section and right click, then click on edit column. Now come up here and click on the style tab. So now here on the background button, under normal, I'll come to the background type and click on the classic icon. Now come here and click on the image box. Then select one of the image we want to use as the featured product image. Then come down here and click on select. So perfect. Now I will make the position to be center. Then I'll come down to the display side and make it cover. Then I come to the attachment and make it fixed. Perfect. So that when you are scrolling, it will be fixed in a place. Okay. So now I'm going to toggle this background button up, then toggle the background overlay down. Then under normal, here on the background type, I will click on the classic icon. Then I will come and click on the color palette. I'll give it a background overlay color. Then reduce the opacity. Let's say to this place. Okay, nice. So now I'll come up here and click on the element widget icon section. Then drag the image element and place it here. So now you come here and click on the image box, then select any of the featured product image you want to display on that particular column. So for example, I select this one. Then if, for example, the image has a background and you want to remove the background, all you need to do is come down here, copy the URL link of that particular image. Then with that, you come here to this website, remove.bg. Once their homepage opens, if you have the image on your desktop, you can click upload image to upload it through here. But we want to insert it through the URL of that particular product page we copied right now. So for that, I'm going to come down here and click on URL, then paste the URL here. Now I click on OK. Then it will remove the background of that particular image. And with that, I will come down now and click on download. Then it will be downloaded to my PC. So with that, I come back here again. For example, first of all, this was the product image with background. If I select it now and come down and click on select, you will see how it will display here. It will come with the background, white background. So with that, what I'm going to do is that I will remove this one and replace it with the one we removed the background. So I will click upload files and select files, then locate the one I removed the background. Now click on open. So now come down and click on select. Then you see the one we removed the background will be inserted here. So if you're scrolling up now, you will see how it looks. Okay, so with that, what I'm going to do next is that I will come to the image resolution and change it to, let's say, 300 by 300. So perfect. Now on this second column, I will give it a background color. So for that, what I'm going to do is that I will click on the editing icon of that second column. Then come up here and click on the style tab. Then here on the background button, under normal, I will come down to the background type and click on the classic icon. Now come here and click on the color palette. Now I'll give it the same color we are using as our brand color. For example, in my case, I'm using red, as we all know. So perfect. Then with that, I will come up here and click on the layout tab. Then come here under the vertical alignment and change it to middle. So nice. And now I will go up here and click on the element widget icon section here. Then now I'll drag the heading element and place it here in this second column. So now I will come down here and align it to the center. Then here in the title, I will clean out this and write the name of that particular product, which in my case, maybe for example, I say this is Native African Dress. for example. So now I'll go up and click on the style tab, then come down here and click on the text color palette. Then for example, this one I'm going to give it white color. Now with that, I come down and click on the typography palette. Then here, because this is a featured product, then you can use any fancy font family of your choice, which is different from the particular font you are using across your website. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to search for anyone. So maybe I select this one, then come down and increase the size. So let's say something like this. Nice. Then down to the weight, I will reduce it to 300. Perfect. So now the next thing is that I'll go and bring the description of this particular product to place it under here. So for that, you already know that for the sake of this tutorial that I will go to Lorem Ipsum. So here on Lorem Ipsum, I will generate Lorem Ipsum to use as example for the description of that particular featured product. So I will just copy few of the sentences like till here. Okay. Then go back to my settings again. So now back here, then I'll go to the element widget icon here and click, then drag the text editor and place it under this title. Now you can edit it and add your content, which I brought this one from Lorem Ipsum to use as example for this. So I'm just going to paste it here. Then with that, I will come up here and click on the style tab. Then alignment, I will align it to the center. Then come down and click on the text color palette and give it a white color. So now the next thing we are going to do is to insert a button that the user can click if the user wants to buy this product. So for that, we come up here and click on the element widget icon again. Now we search for button. So the button we are going to use is this one called custom add to cart button. So I will just drag it and place it under here. So now here on the products, I will search for the products to be added to the cart, which is this particular featured product. I will search it, which is native African dress. Then here is it. I will select it. So now, then here on the show quantity, if you want to show the quantity or show the wish list here on the featured products, you can do that. But I don't want to display it. So for that, I will come down to the button here and align it to the center. Then now I will go up and click on the style tab. Then come down and click on the color palette. Now I can give it any color of our choice. For example, I make it black. Okay. So with that, if you like the border edges, you can leave it as it is. But if you don't like it, you can just remove it. Okay. So if you want to change this from add to cart to any other thing, you can just come to here and click on the button here, then change it to anything of your choice. Then icon, if you don't need the icon, you can remove the icon or you leave it. But for me, I want to leave the icon. Okay, so with that, the next thing we are going to do now is to add padding here in this column. So for that, I come up here and click on the editing icon of this column. Then come here and click on the advanced tab. Now on the padding, I will not unlink it. I will just, let's say for example, give them 50 pixels padding. Okay, so you can just add any padding of your choice, but I'm just doing this for the sake of this tutorial. So now perfect. Then moving forward, I want to make this featured product too. So for that, I will come up here on the section and right click, then duplicate it. Now you can see the two of them here. So what I am going to do on this second duplicate is that I will click on this icon of this column or anyone, just click it and drag it to place it on this one so that they switch each other. So that's so cool, because on this one I will be adding another featured product. Then with that, I will right click on this column icon and click on edit column. Now I'll come up here and click on the style tab. Then I will change the background image of this particular column to any background image you want to use for this. Then select the image I want to use as a background. So I want to use this one. And with that, come down here and click on select. Then you will see the image there. So perfect. Then the next thing is to change this particular image to its respective featured image. So for that, I will come here and click on this image icon here. Then click on the image box. Now I go ahead and select the image I want to use, and I want to use the image that I have removed the background, and I have it on my PC. So I will go up here and click on upload files, select files, then select the image I want to use and come down and click on open. Now come down here and click on select. So now with that, I will come over to the text and then change the title to the respective title. So this one, the name is Handmade Ladies Sandals. Now I'll remove this red background and give it a white background. So with that, I'll hover on the column and right click on the editing icon of the column. Then click on edit column. Now I'll come up and click on the style tab. Now here on the background button, come here and click on the color palette and change the background to white, for example. Then now onto the text. Here on the title first, we'll click on it. Then come up and click on the style tab. Now down here on the text color palette, and let's say you change it to red or any color of your choice. Now come down and click on the description of the product and come up here and click on the text color palette. Now on this one, I'll select black color. So perfect. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to come down and click on this button. Then here on the product under layouts, I will search for the particular product so that it will be associated with the button, that when someone adds it to the cart, it will add the exact product, which is this, to the cart. Okay. So with that, I search for the name of that product. This is it. Just select it. Now come up here and click on the style tab. Then come down here on the background color and click on the palette. Then change it to any color of your choice. I'm going to change this one to red. So perfect. So now the next thing I am going to do is to give these two columns a background overlay. And that background overlay will be a gradient background overlay. So for that, let me start from the first column. I come up here and click on the column icon. Now I toggle up the background button, then come down and toggle down the background overlay. Then here on the background overlay under normal, I come here to the background type. Now I will click on the gradient icon. So it will open up this gradient settings, which will contain two colors. So on the first color, I will click on the palette. So here I'm going to select red. Then with that, I come down and click on the second color palette. Then make this one, for example, white. So now if you look, you can see the way they were divided here. Then I will come here on the location of the red. I will increase it. As you can see, this is where the location of the red is. Then now I will come down to the angle and let's say make it 180 degrees so that the white will be down and the red will be up. On the location of the white, I will increase the location so that it will just fade in to the red. I will come here and increase it. So now you can see it has now fed in to the red. Okay. So now I will come over to this second column. Click on the editing icon. Now toggle this background button up and toggle down the background overlay button. Now still under normal, here on the background type, I will click on the gradient icon. Then on this one, the first color is going to be red also. Then the secondary color is going to be, let's say, black. Then I will increase the location of the red, like to this place. So I think it's perfectly fine now. And with that, that brings us to the end of this particular video on the part 2 of how to create a homepage template for an e-commerce website. Thank you for watching and see you in the next videos.